Yes, sir. We talking boxing. Big fights coming up. TMPodcast, your boy Tay in the building. Woo, we got some big fights coming up. We got the Haney fight coming up. We got Haney versus Brian Norman, and we got the Tank fight versus Jake Paul. I'm not gonna do the Tank Jake Paul for today. I'm gonna leave that for another day. I might bring my man Twiz in here. We're gonna talk more boxing talk too. My man Jelani too. Talk some boxing talk. But I'm gonna just get some thoughts on the Brian Norman, a couple thoughts on the Brian Norman Devin Haney fight. This is gonna be a good fight, man. This is gonna be a good fight. We got a headhunter in Brian Norman, boy. That boy coming to take your fucking head off, right? And Devin Haney, last time we seen him, it looked like PTSD. Looked like the motherfucker was still thinking about Ryan Garcia. I mean, that motherfucker wanted no parts of Jose Ramirez. Who? Jose Ramirez, right. So he going in there with a headhunter now. So this is going to be crazy, man. Brian Norman has never faced the level of competition that Devin Haney has. The resumes are incomparable. You can't compare them. Amateur background, can't compare it, right? Devin Haney, hundreds of fights. Brian Norman only had, I think about 15 amateur fights, right? Brian Norman, 28-0 as a pro, 22 KOs. He's a headhunter. Devin Haney, 32-0, maybe really 31-1, but 32-0, 16 KOs. The last time we seen him, like I said, was Fatal Fury, May, earlier this year in Times Square. The card was named Fatal Fury, but it should have been Fatal Flop. The whole card was trash. That was a card that we saw Ryan Garcia lose to Rolly in that fight in that card. Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez. It was a boring fight. Devin Haney was running around the ring, ended up getting a decision. I mean, there was never really any real, scuffles or any real fireworks in that fight. It was bad. I mean, just watching it as a fan, it looked like Devin Haney was going through PTSD. Like he just did not want to get into anything physical because of what happened to him with Ryan Garcia. So, with all that said, Brian Norman's a favorite right now, minus 130. I'm going with Haney. If there's ever a time that Haney has to show up and has to, this is a turning point in his career because he going in there with a headhunter, right? And everybody's seen his last fight. Everybody been talking shit, saying that he ain't want to be in there, saying that he lost to Ryan Garcia. Even if Ryan Garcia was juiced that night, that left hook was landing, right? So he has a lot of questions to answer. This is Devin Haney's a former undisputed lightweight champion. This is one of the most accomplished fighters of this generation, right? So I think that this is the time for him to put up or shut up. I think that Devin Haney is going to win the fight because I think he's a better boxer. I think he's gonna really outbox Brian Norman. Brian Norman's used to guys that'll sit there and trade with him. He's willing to take a couple shots to land a couple shots. Devin Haney's not even gonna let it get into that. I think it might be one or two really good scuffles in the fight, but I think that Brian Norman is going to end up getting a little frustrated. I think Devin Haney's going to do enough just to win the fight. It's going to be a great fight. You got to give credit to Devin Haney for taking the fight. The man takes good fights. He always takes good fights. You got to give him that. Brian Norman stepping up in class a little bit. Last time we seen him, he knocked out Jin Sasaki in Tokyo. That's kind of been the guys he's been facing, guys that we don't know from a fucking hole in the wall. But this is his time to shine. This is his time to show something. But man, I've been watching boxing for a lot of years, and I see fights like you see matchups like this all the time. I think that Devin Haney's just gonna outbox him, and I think he's gonna show something. Put up or shut up, man. This is the time. So that's my thoughts. I think I got Haney by decision. I'm gonna get more into it closer to the fights, November 22nd. It's your boy Tay, TM Podcast. Let me know what you think.